today we're gonna check out something fantastic. It is whoa, okay. Shh. You didn't see that, okay? Shh. I'm shushing you. I'm thinking maybe it works. If I shush enough, you're gonna be like, stop with that. Stop it. Okay, so because we were talking about it this other day, Norwegian prisons, I just thought, why not check out some Norwegian prisons together today? So we're gonna check out inside the 7-star prison in Norway, where inmates live a luxury life. And I'm thinking like, wow, you guys are gonna be like, this is not like our country. Norwegian prisons are something else, but they work though, so take that.
This luxury prison in Norway is recommended to watch with caution, because it will
to watch with caution. It is too triggering, okay?
Refresh your perception of the prison. Here, correctional officers and prisoners become good friends and even family. When the prisoners serve their sentences, the guards chat and play cards with them.
I feel like this image is probably just so... do not drop this up. Yeah, this is probably like triggering even for some people. Like, I guess if you live in the US or something, this is triggering. Like, here's a lady female officer. She's sitting and playing cards with could be like killers or like rapists or bank robbers or whatever. It could be whatever, and it's they're probably gonna say it's something crazy. A lady female, yes. A lady female. But this in the US would... I can just like see prison movies, and it's like there's no room for this kind of situation there.
When the prisoners are released, the officers say goodbye with tears in their eyes.
Aww.
Felons go to prison and live a life of luxury.
Have you guys seen World Toughest Prisons? Then this guy is there. He always have the same intro, and it's so funny. But anyway, he's cool. He's very cool. You should check it out. He got floored when he came to Norway.
Instead, this is the Holden, a prison comparable to a 5-star hotel inside. When Holden opened, it attracted attention globally for its design and its relative splendor. Set in a forest, the prison blocks are a model of minimalist chic. It has 4,500 acres of garden. Equipped with a church, hospital, library, gym, soccer field, recreation room and recording studio.
Yeah, they even have a recording studio. That is so good. I think they're gonna get a lot of like anger out in their music, which is really good, I think.
It opened 12 years ago at a cost of $200 million. It has acquired a reputation as the world's most humane prison. A prisoner must go through the following 3 steps to be...
Whoa, he has more tattoos than me. I got 0.
...be admitted to this prison. The first step is to take a special car to drive through the scenic road and pass through 2 iron gates to reach the prison.
They're heavy-duty gates.
The correctional officers who meet for the first time shake hands with the inmates as if they were VIPs and uncuff them at the first opportunity.
Oh, that is really good.
In the third step, the prisoner must be naked to accept the examination. After this, the guards will take the prisoner to his private cell. It is said to be a cell, but it is more like a hotel suite. Every Holden cell has a flat-screen television.
Yeah, the softest prison in the world. I get my anger out moderating this channel. That is good, Bearless. Get it out. It's good to get it out. Show them tats. Yeah. It's crazy though. It's like such nice rooms they have. They have like, yeah, flat screen. They can have even PlayStation, DVD player, stuff like that. They also, I think they have their own like bathroom and shower and stuff like that.
Its own toilet and a shower. Prisoners have their own fridges, cupboards and desks in bright new pine,
yeah, it's
white magnetic pinboards.
Made.
Toilet and shower are absolutely private. Do not worry about the consequences of dropping the soap in the public shower of the prison. It is...
That is so good. Like, I think prison showers is probably the thing that is... If anything would keep me up at night, I think it would be prison showers. So having your own prison shower, it's like, what? That is so nice.
Worth mentioning that local designers specially design the room for the layout and furniture. In order to make the inmates feel comfortable,
Ayo.
the room is
It's looking
specially
nice.
installed with huge, unbarred windows overlooking mossy forest scenery.
Yeah.
A key feature
There's no bars on the windows. It's just a window, and it's huge. And also, like, imagine like everything here is like free as well, you know? So you can probably stand in the shower for a long time. It is really nice. You can take 3 dumps in a day.
The Norwegian sentencing system is it has no life sentences and stipulates a maximum term of 21 years, regardless of how many crimes the prisoner has committed. In addition to longer prison sentences, murderers are treated exactly the same as other thieves and thieves.
Yeah.
This man was sentenced to 17 years for murder. But looking at him sitting on the sofa, and the correctional officers talking calmly, people thought he was a visit to the prison to inspect and guide the work of the prison. Then look at this handsome man in a casual dress in the corridor wandering. You think he may be a staff member, but he is also a murderer. At Halden.
Look how like chill and normal these murderers are. It is crazy. I don't think it would have been like this in almost any other country, right? Because everything is so relaxed. It's so relaxed. You just live like a normal life, but you're not allowed to be going out. Murderers are people too, indeed.
There are 304.
I'm actually like, it's okay to say, I think, on stream. I've actually like rented out to a murderer once before, but he was super nice. We even shared the same first name, so that was nice. They're people too, man.
40 staff members.
But I feel really sorry. Like, in his case, he was like in isolation for too long, and it was an error from the like government. He wasn't meant to be in isolation for this long, so he was in isolation for many years, and he got a little bit like screwed from that.
Including teachers and healthcare workers, to the 245 male inmates.
Yeah,
Keep inmates from feeling pressured, the guards are generally unarmed. Moreover, more than half are good-looking female guards because the prison fears that male guards could feel oppressive to inmates.
Yeah. It's more like, it's probably more of a relaxing atmosphere if it's not like, oh, it's only like men trying to like handle you all the time. When it's like a nice female there where you can like get the spectrum of like people. I think it's more like, the thing is to rehabilitate, right? So here, I think this is really helping to do that.
10 inmates share a living room and kitchen.
Is prison an alternative to homelessness in Norway? I think maybe it could be like a little bit. It is kind of crazy though, because I think there is a lot of people going and doing some shit just to get in for the winter and stuff like that. But you don't really see many homeless people in Norway. Like in Norway, you are everyone is has the right to have like a home, so you are not gonna be homeless unless you like are wrecking your home over and over and over again. People are like putting their homes on fire over and over again, and eventually it's like I think they make it like, I'm not sure. I think they still can't make you homeless, but I think there are some people that wreck their homes so many times that they kinda are homeless. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
Living room is equipped with a jogging
There's a home
track
for
and
everyone here.
speakers. Prisoners can communicate as they wish, have coffee parties or listen to music.
Yeah.
Not only will the guards
That's
not
really good.
interfere, but they will also even participate. Staff are encouraged to mingle with inmates, talk to them, counsel them, working with them to combat their criminality. The prison governor role in Norway is unique. They are meant to be coach, motivator, a role model for the inmates. Does this cozy scene look like a family gathering for a holiday?
I almost want to go to prison there. Yeah, it is kind of like that. It is very nice. And I feel like they have like this... I'm not sure how to say it, but like, of course, it sucks not to have your freedom. That is like the number one thing you want, probably. But when you're in there, it seems like you can have pretty good friends. It seems like it can be like a pretty nice place to like hang out with people. I'm not saying that I recommend doing that, going to prison to find friends, but it seems is probably like the wrong crowd, you know. But it seems like they can like yeah, have actual friends, play cards, they can drink coffee, they can make dinner, I'm pretty sure, if they want to, or like snacks and stuff like that. I don't think there's like any limitations on like using utensils and knives and everything. It is very much like living in it probably is a lot like living somewhere where you're going to college or something.
Holden.
Whoa,
Dropping
shit,
the soap
I skipped. Oh, here's something important, I think.
Holden Prison provides
here.
1 meal daily for the inmates who have to cook.
Do they have PCs that can handle Factorio though? That is a good question. Do they? I hope so.
The rest themselves. Ingredients
Look
can
at
be
this.
purchased from the prison shop.
They have a store as well. Like it's a really nice store, and I think you get some money each day that goes into your like prison account or something. So this is like our commissary, I guess, and 50% discount, yeah, on apples. But it's like good stuff though. It's like soda. You got so much good stuff here.
Wide range of goods, basically the same as the shop outside the prison.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like supposed to like learn how to like the base concept is to get ready to live outside and be a normal functioning human being like in society. So a part of that is going in grocery shopping, you know?
As for money, they can earn it themselves. Prisoners are unlocked at 7:30 a.m. and locked up for the night at 8:30 p.m. During the day, they are encouraged to attend work and educational activities with a daily payment of $7.
It is so good. You can like, wow, you can get your education and you can do like actual real labor. And I think that is very fulfilling.
For those who leave their cell. The prison has several modern factories that offer jobs to inmates. It is dedicated to training them into heaps.
And this is not like the factories like I've seen in other prisons where it's like, okay, we have 100 inmates here, they're going to make shoes. And the same shoe over and over again, like 1 billion shoes. Just make 1 billion shoes so the prison can make some money. I think this is more like, nah, we probably go in minus, but the inmates are gonna be like ready for the world. It is so good.
Of socially useful people. For example, this burly man with a big smile on his face named 𝗦cije, who was arrested for smuggling about $1 million in drugs, is now a handy cleaner.
Woo.
And this helper in the kitchen, his name is Anthony Davis, and he's an American.
It's American?
These hands that cooking eggs are used to play basketball.
Whoa.
After losing the NBA election, he thought he would come to Norway to pursue his basketball dream.
What?
Still.
Wait, he's coming to Norway to pursue his basketball dream? That feels strange. Do we even have basketball here? I'm not sure we do.
He didn't expect to realize his basketball dream. He went to jail for rape first.
Whoa.
After being locked up for 5 years, he has learned superb cooking skills. The uncle, called Kid, killed a drug dealer who stole his business, and now the prodigal son is returning to prison to study hard. Wake up a cup of coffee every morning to refresh his brain, and then pack up the school bag to go to the electrician class. After several years of study, he is now skilled as an electricity theft in India. The most fortunate to belong to this young
electricity theft in India? What the hell?
But has more than 30 charges of theft, robbery, murder, etc., has become a regular visitor to various prisons.
Woo.
He served his sentence in other prisons and was recently transferred to Halden. His quality of life soared as if he had moved from the slums into a mansion. It looks as if all these criminals have become model citizens when they enter this prison. However, what if there are inmates who do not want to study or work?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
What do you do about them? You toss them in the other prison, where everything is bad. It's like even worse than America. It's like you're getting like fisted every day. I mean, like punched. That did not come out how I was supposed to like try and get it out, you know? But it's okay. It's okay. It's the worst prison. I don't think so.
The prison respects the choice of these prisoners.
They play
can sleep,
Factorial.
watch TV, or play games. The prisoners can also go to the recreation room, which has a recording studio, guitar, piano, drums, and other musical instruments all available.
It is so
Inmates
nice.
can come here to explore their artistic selves, and there are even professional teachers to do art tutoring twice a week. The prison's philosophy is that if inmates are treated like animals, they will become animals.
Yeah, good point.
Conversely, if prisoners are given respect and care, they will become
criminal
law-abiding.
records.
Therefore, the guards were encouraged to become friends with the inmates, chatting and playing cards during the week, saying good night to each other before going to bed, and saying goodbye when leaving prison became the norm in Halden. Of course, to thoroughly reform prisoners from the mind, rather than beat them into submission, the prison has very high requirements for correctional officers.
Yeah.
Even in the face of disruptive prisoners.
I think like in many other places in the world, you can become a prison correctional officer just by like showing up, right? I'm pretty sure it's almost like this. Maybe like a 3-week course, maybe some self-defense, which is actually like offense. But here it's like, I think you need to go through a lot of schooling, like years. Yeah, it's like a real job kind of thing. It's crazy. It's really good.
Uphold the principle of
like you are responsible for human beings, rehabilitating them. So it makes sense. The states, yeah. I think it's basically the states I'm pointing at.
Win with virtue. After they are fully armed, they will be through the small window on the cell door, the prisoner to persuade bitterly. If unable to convince the prisoner, they will storm the cell to subdue the prisoner. In order to avoid rude arrests on the psychological impact on other prisoners in the surrounding area, the prison has also humanely established an underground passage system, through which prisoners can be quietly...
Oh, that is really smart. Like, instead of, like, dragging someone that is kicking and screaming and being, like, really, like, toxic, being, like, a negative Andy, instead of doing that, they have tunnels. They bring them through, so they don't, like... make the other prisoners like day bad. That's so good.
Locked up in a separate
That's
room.
so good. Makes sense.
If the prisoner is still not calm when he arrives, the guards will tie him to a small bed and make him immobile. This is the most severe punishment that can be used in Halden prison. But this torture has only been used once in the prison's 12 years of history.
Huh? What did it say?
After all, it's only been used once in the prison's 12
It's been used once in 12 years? Well, that is a good thing, though. Whoa.
years of history.
Looks cozy. Linton is like, can we please have one of those in our dungeon?
After all, in such a humane prison, most inmates feel psychologically comfortable and not too impulsive.
As long as you're kicking and screaming, I'm gonna go with that deal. We're having a deal.
Prisoners released from Halden is indeed the lowest in the world. 30 years ago, the recidivism rate in Norway was 70%, and now it is only 20%.
What?
However,
it used to be
the recidivism rate of prisoners released from
so the people coming back to prison used to be 70%, but now it's 20?
Halden is indeed the lowest in the world.
Oh, it's the lowest in the world.
30 years ago, the recidivism rate in Norway was 70%, and now it is only 20%.
That is huge, and it's not that many years to change like the curve there, to change the stats. That is insane.
However, the regime is expensive.
Yeah. LT's birthday is like in under a month, so I need to get shopping, guys.
Approximately $380 per person a day, compared with around $250 at the more basic, older Norwegian institutions, such as the Oslo prison, where inmates are often locked up for 23 out of 24 hours.
So we do have some prisons that are not the same as this one. This is the best one.
A year in Halden costs the state around $120,000 per prisoner. Assuming a prisoner spends 10 years in prison and then goes back out and commits a crime, it amounts to $1.2 million for nothing. As a result, Halden prison's management methods have been controversial, with many feeling that the government should spend the money on improving the quality of life for the general population rather than wasting it on these criminals. In the face of these challenges, the administrators insist that the prison is a place to reform the minds of inmates, not a place for them to suffer. Going to prison is already a loss of personal freedom, which is a punishment.
True.
By having a better life in prison, the inmates will have a better sense of social identity and be a general public again after they are released. This principle may sound correct, but it seems puzzling, even objectionable, that inmates who go to prison are better off than some of the general population. Thanks for watching. If you like this,
it is crazy though. They're like, all prisons in Norway is not like this prison, but this prison is like, you are living really well. Like really, really well. I think students have it worse than the people in prison here. Your birthday is in 10 days? Damn, Bertus. Damn. Yeah, the government pay for it. Yeah. The government can easily run out of money. You know which government you're talking about there, 𝗦cie, right? It's like Norway. Norway is like pooping money. And money is growing on trees. It's growing on oil trees. There's like oil trees in the North Pacific Ocean or whatever. That would just like harvest some money. Hey Andy, how are you doing? That prison is basically Hogwarts, yeah. You're a murderer, Harry. That is so funny. Ooh, I need to put it in my calendar as well. So it's the 19th then. Calendar 19th. I'm gonna send you a really good picture on the 19th. Beardless has his birthday. There. Thank you. Well, I'm scared now. Yeah, it should be. But yeah, so Norway, the prison, this prison here in Norway, it's really good. It's really good, and I think that this is the way to go. I don't think the way to go is to like have it where you feel like a total piece of shit when you go to prison, and you just get like kicked, and all your freedom is taken away, and your food is shit, and you have to like get raped in showers and stuff like that. I don't think that is how you should be treated in prison. I don't think that is how you make like great people that you are gonna accept into society again. Like, I am scared of the thought of like when you live in America, especially, like, I don't know, other places in the world, most definitely. But if you're treated like shit for many years and then you're coming out into society again really pissed off and angry, that does not sound safe or good at all. Like, I do understand the idea and the concept of like of punishing people. Like, if you just like imagine yourself losing someone, if like someone killed my girlfriend or my daughter, I would be so pissed. I would probably want to kill them as well, and I would want them to be in so much pain and suffering for the rest of their life, you know. Maybe they should. But I do also like, if you try to be objective and you pull yourself out of the situation, so it demands like a little bit, but if you pull yourself out and you think about this objectively, this person probably had a background and like a history and everything that amounted to this, and there might be some hope for like fixing that person, that in 21 years that maybe that person could be a totally different person if treated all right. But I also think there are like some issues where we have like a 21-year like max, and I think there is some possibilities to like extend it, but more under like psychological issues than from like you did something wrong. So there are some people that are not ready to go out. And there was like this video for not long ago from here in Norway where there was like a guy. It was more like psychological kind of thing, but he was like, how was it? He was he just came out of like psych ward basically, and he shouldn't have been coming out, and he started to like go crazy and try to kill people in the streets, and the police wasn't able to like stop him kinda. And one police officer got like stabbed, so they ended up just taking their police car and just like driving him down, just like kaboof, which is kind of crazy. And that guy had been like in and out a couple of times, and they shouldn't have like let him out. Like it was a whole deal. What's it called? Herland prison. It's Halden. So it's really close. It's really close, but it's Halden prison. Forvaring is without a limit. Don't know the English word. Yeah, there is like, you have the 21 years, but you also have like the under like other circumstances, you can keep them for longer.